everyone. Welcome to another episode of the 808 Podcast. I interview business owners, CEOs, executives, whoever else I feel like. 4 questions, 8 minutes and 8 seconds, because 808 looks like Bob. Here we go. Number 1, few sentences. Who are you? What do you do?
Well, hello, Bob. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast. I really appreciate that. My name is Ken Scales. I'm the founder and CEO of Scalesology. Scalesology is a software development, data analytics, and a cybersecurity consulting firm. Bottom line, we ensure your business scales with the right technology for harnessing data insights.
Perfect. Love it there. Question number 2. So is a data lake replacing a data warehouse? Go.
Yeah, that's a great question. I get that quite a bit. So let's just talk about what is a data lake and a data warehouse. So first, a data lake is a repository to collect raw, structured, and unstructured data from multiple sources. You're now going to ask me, okay, what is unstructured data, Ken, and what is structured data? So let's talk about that a little bit, right? So unstructured data are videos, pictures, social media posts, emails. Structured data is more what you see in an Excel document. That data is going to be contained in rows and in columns. So a data lake, you basically collect all the information you possibly can from multiple different data sources. With a data warehouse, you're really then holding structured data. And the structured data in a data warehouse is typically something that has been cleaned, it has been transformed and optimized so you can render queries and get reports faster. So if you're a business analyst, you really want to have a data warehouse because, again, that is optimizing that data and getting those reports to you faster. For instance, think about a dashboard. And in a dashboard, you're going to look at a holistic view of something. And then you're going to drill down to what you're particularly looking for as far as some of the details. That's usually on the back end of data warehouse. Whereas a data lake, my data scientists out there and data engineers, they want all the data. They want it raw. They don't want anything summary data. What they want to do is they want to have that data in, so they can then clean it. They can figure out what they want to do with it. And then they can use that in the way that they want. One interesting thing that's coming out, and there's some things that, another terminology that is being used quite a bit these days too, is called a data lake house. So a data lake house, now this could replace a data lake because a data lake house is actually a combination of both a data lake and a data warehouse. So you have your cake and eat it too. Okay. So with a data lake, the fun thing about this is you like a data lake house, you put all your information that you would in a data lake in this data lake house. So your pictures, your emails, all those things we talked about before. And so the data scientists and the data engineers love this as well. But you also have a component of that with the data warehouse where you're then taking that information out, you're having it in a structured way to where you're optimizing the different reports and dashboards that you have. You then can build predictive models off that, and everything can then work together. A great example of this right now is probably Snowflake. And so that's something where a lot of folks are talking about this, the Snowflake architecture, because it's both kind of a data lake and a data warehouse because it's built like on a data lake house architecture. And that's something that's resonating with cloud computing right now. Anyway, I could talk about this all day, Bob, but I know I only have 8 minutes. So
and 8 seconds. So
8 seconds. I don't want to forget the 8 seconds.
Yeah. So. Again, I want to add one quick thing there. If you tell me, Bob, choose a lake, a warehouse, or a lake house, most people are going to want a lake house out of those 3 options.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
and that's why it's becoming popular.
Yeah, that's why I'm the smart one here. So question number 3, what other CEOs, founders, executives that you personally know that you want to give a shout out to?
You know, I first got to give a shout out then to all the different CEOs and stuff I know that are our clients. Without our clients, we'd have nothing. And so some of them I can say, some of them I can't. So I'm just going to say for all of you CEOs and executives and everyone else out there that are our clients, thank you so much. We really appreciate it at Scalesology. The other ones I'm going to give a shout outs to are so many, but they're all usually in some networking and resource groups that I work a lot with. And so I'm going to give out some shout outs now to all my folks in Provisors, all my folks in Trusted Advisors Council, the SIL group that I do a lot of things with. But last, but certainly not least, a group I lead, the Technology Affinity Group. And so I want to give a shout out to all those folks as well.
Well, I'm pretty sure they appreciate it. This is a very important podcast. So question number 4, final fun question. Ken, OSEP Excel, tell me about it.
First, let me talk about what I consider an epic sale, because I think that that resonates differently for different people. So first, an epic sale to me is where, we provide outstanding services to a client and establish a long-term relationship. And it's always a win-win deal. The second factor to me is an epic project is one where our team at Scalesology is working with great people building innovative solutions. And so again, a win-win deal, because our folks are working on something that they're very excited about, and so are our clients, which is one of our core values with our leading by the leading edge. So one of the epic sales that just comes to mind to me today is maybe because I just had a lunch with the CEO of that company, is a nationwide used cooking oil recycling company. And, it's epic because we're working with outstanding professional people. And it's such a pleasure to work with them on a daily basis. And then they've been a client for now over about 2 years. And so we built a data lake house really with them. And that interfaces to multiple different data sources that they then pull in. And then now they can do descriptive analytics. They can do predictive analytics. And those are things we're working on with them today. So it's epic because they're getting a lot out of it. We're getting a lot out of it. And they're growing. They're growing because of that. So the ROI that they've actually achieved through that is they've gone threefold over the last couple of years, not just because of us, because of all their hard work, but we've been a part of that. And that's why they continue to grow as a company.
That's awesome, Ken. Love that story there. Ken, you have 1 minute and 35 seconds left. You can do some promo time. Ask me a question. Talk about the weather, whatever you want. We get in early. Go.
All right. Well, I'm going to first talk about a little bit my ending statement here. If you need anything, we're a one-stop place for data. And so we really ensure your business scales with the right technology for harnessing those data insights. So if you need any help with data, any way, shape, or form, please contact us at Scalesology. The question I have for you, Bob, you have so much energy. I love the energy you bring to this podcast. I love it. But even more, I love that hat. So what inspired you to wear that hat, and where the heck do I get one?
Okay, so this hat I got on the Strip, because that part there basically went to the Strip. There's a fancy hat store on the Strip. The reason I started wearing these is I got involved. I became a political consultant, and people asked me before that I was a professional couch bum, and so all of a sudden now I'm a political consultant. That's a whole nother story there. I started wearing the hat to get noticed, and I don't know if you've ever been to a political event. It's a bunch of old people, and every time they see each other, hi, across the room, it is impossible to look cool doing that. So I just look at them. I just look and just do just like that.
I love it.
It worked.
I knew we were kindred spirit because my undergrad was political science, so I knew there had to be something to it. And
we both got war stories, in, don't we?
Yes, we do.
There we go. You pulled it off, Ken. 4 questions, 8 minutes, and 8 seconds. Ken, why is it 8 minutes and 8 seconds?
Because 808 looks like Bob.
Gold star for Ken. Say your website real quick.
Scalesology.com. Please contact us.
Absolutely. And it's in the description. It's magic. Ken, thank you so much for being on. Tip of the hat to you.
Same to you, Bob. Thank you.
You're welcome. And for everyone else watching or listening, I'm legally required to tell you to like, share, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, whatever the heck the social media tells you to do. You all have a wonderful day now. Talk to you later.